We have all these different women programs, international women of women, and preparing them for leadership. And not just a high level, just as looking our in um, rural Liberia all the way in district number 4 at the border of Myanmar and Grand Isle County, talking to and went to 25 women, but there were 746 women that were talking about leadership at a different community. So, because some of the things you see some women go to, especially people like me.
Mr. Wulu, what's up?
So what's up? I'm doing great, Mr. Already.
Everything is good.
Everything is
Everything is
good.
good.
Everything is good.
All right. So I think we're gonna
I
like
think
take
we're gonna like
while we wait for
while we
the
wait for
other
the
panelists to
other
come in.
panelists to come in. Okay.
So, folks, we are trying to merge the convo of how we see
Well, folks, enough code assets here this evening on top 105.3. We'd like to say good evening and welcome to every one of you outside there. Whatsoever you're doing and however the case are tonight, we'd like to say keep glued to your radio and don't you go away, and let's keep doing this together here this wonderful evening hour top 105.3. If you're there in the Cornwall, if you're there in the Glio Travel, Puto, any part of Grand that you are tonight, we let you say welcome to the show. And don't you go away. Let's keep doing this together here, like I said, on top 105.3. The program back to day 4. Uh, let me see our videos for days. Yeah. So while we're with our panelists to join us here on the show, uh, we'll open the phone line and hear from you this evening. What is on your mind that you want to talk about? What are some burning issues, or what are some new developments taking place in your various towns and villages that you want to talk about? And then you can put in your calls on 0776 105 105, 881 14 3504, and the number supported you. You're going to be live here on top 105.3. Let's hear from you this evening. What is on your mind you want to talk about? What are some challenges you guys are going through in your various towns and villages that you want to talk about this wonderful evening hour? The line is open. You can get through by calling on 0776 105 105, 881 14 3504. And you're going to be live tonight here on this radio hour. 776 105 105, 881 14 3504. 0881 14 3504 and the number supported you. You're going to be live. Alright, so I'm trying to get the thing song on. If I get, I'm going to roll it here tonight. So 776-105-105, 881-14-3504. 0776-105-105, 881-14-3504. The numbers support it. You'll be live here tonight. What is on your mind you want to talk about? What are some burning issues that you want to discuss here this evening? It's about time that you put in your call and I hear from you. 776-105-105, 881-14-3504. And you're going to be live tonight on top 105.3. 776-105-105, 881-14-3504. Trust me, if you put the call through on a number, you will be live here. There's wonderful. I'm trying to get to you a videos to you. So 776-105-105, 881-14-3504. Let's hear from you. What is on your mind? You just put in your call, and you will get the opportunity to put to talk about what you want to talk about here this evening. I know there are some issues taking place in our various towns and villages that we the general don't know of. So you have to bring it to the attention of the public, and then we all both can discuss.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters across our community. Welcome to the program where voices rise, opinions matter, and conversations make a difference. This is not just another radio show. This is a platform where people speak freely, share ideas, and challenge perspectives in a respectful and meaningful way. Every night when the clock strikes 9, the airwaves come alive with discussion, debates, and powerful voices from all walks of life. From the young to the old, from students to professionals, from community leaders to everyday citizens, everyone has a chance to be heard. This is the place where your opinion counts and your voice matters. Speak up. Speak out. Be heard. Are you ready to share your thoughts? Do you have a question to ask? Do you have an idea that can help move our communities?
Do you have any idea that can help move our community forward? Are you ready to talk tonight? Put the call through on 0776-105-105, 881-14-3504, 0776-105-105. 881-14-3504. You're going to be live here tonight on the program I bet today for. It's about time that we hear from you as we're waiting panelists to join us on the show. And trust me, as soon as possible they come in, we're going to start the discussion right here. This wonderful. If you have 12 minutes past 9 o'clock, you still have more time that you can call and flex out the issue that affect you in your various towns and villages. Yeah, there are other people going through water crisis. No teachers, so children are not going to the school. These are things that we want to talk about here this evening. Let's go on and pick up this person. Good evening. All right, we lost our caller. Keep calling 0776-105-105, 881-14-3504. 0776-105-105, 881-14-3504.
Okay. Mr. Wulu,
Yeah, it's all right.
let's get it back. Mr. Nuba in the studio. This is stupid. Oh man, no, this is not for you. This is not for you. Yeah. Yeah. So, Mr. Nuba, how you doing today, sir? You're muted.
I'm doing pretty good.
Okay. All right.
Good. I'm ready for another show. Good
Yes,
evening to
sir.
everybody.
Good evening to you, sir. Mr. A.D. Wright, how you doing today, sir?
I'm doing very great today. After 45 years, I went back to San Nicola today for an inception meeting, and just being in San Nicola alone was so amazing for me.
Mm, mm. So are you? Oh, you still on that? Oh, you still on
Yeah,
the research journey?
yeah. I'm
Okay.
actually not on the journey doing research, but the institution that I'm partnering with is the research institution. But the research institution and the organization that I'm with are partners on an EU project.
I
So it is
see.
the project that brought me here. Yeah, I didn't come to do research.
Okay. I thought I heard you say research yesterday, so it stuck with me.
The
Yeah.
institution that is the guest, I mean, is the host institution.
Right.
It's a research institution,
Right. Right.
but
Okay.
we are partners in an EU project that will be working with 3 counties: Bon, Lofa, and Nimba.
Okay.
But like I said, I just didn't call you. I wanted to give you the detail beyond the platform, not on the platform.
Okay. And I did call today, but you didn't pick up. But we'll try tomorrow again.
Yeah, I lost my phone, so I'm not online the way I used to be. I'm using the
Yes.
laptop with something on Edge. So it means I don't stay online like I used to be. Yeah,
Okay.
come in.
All right.
And I push it.
Okay. So, Mr. Wright, we'll have to put you on mute. Um, Alex, can you in the panelist chat room for I beg to differ? There's a I posted a front page Africa news information in there. Can you put that up on the screen, please? I want us to
I
start
saw
with,
something like that, but I didn't read it.
yeah. I want to start off on that. I want to start off on that because I think it is interesting. It is interesting because
Did Mr.
maritime.
Numo see it? Did Mr. Numo see it?
I don't know if he did, but I'm sure if he did, he would say something about it once we begin the conversation. um, so I flagged that because we are a maritime-based economy. We get majority, that's a bulk portion of our revenue from our maritime operation. As a matter of fact, I think we probably are the largest ship carrying ship carrying entity out there. We do have more ships carrying Liberian flag or Liberian ship carrying flag, however you want to phrase it, than any country out there on the waters. So it makes a lot of news, or it should be concerning to us as a country and as citizens of our country, because this struck us at a very, very hard place. And it puts us in a very hard place because if many ships owner start to feel little shaky about carrying our flag because it has not been honored in the international waters, that means a lot. And that's what the article is talking about. That one of the ships that were carrying Liberian flag was stopped, I think either today or yesterday, in the Straits of Hormuz. The Strait of Hormuz is where the Iranians are currently exercising control. It is one of the waterways, major important waterways that transit over 20% of global energy products. whatever you want to name it. All the energy products, 20% of it flows through the Straits of Hormuz. And a Liberian ship was stopped. One of the ships that was stopped there was a Liberian ship. And I thought we'd talk about it today because it is very, very concerning. I don't think we have any problem with Iran. There has been other countries whose a flagship has been allowed to pass through the Straits of Hormuz. And because according to the news, they have a better relationship with Iran. And so the question then comes about, why would Iran stop a Liberian flagship? That is
Mr.
my
Wright,
question.
can you help me send it back?
Okay, hold on. So that for me is a serious concern. Okay, let me resend it. It should be right there now. You can see it. So, Mr. Nubu, were you able to look at this? Did you have any news on this?
No, I didn't look at it, but I heard that on a
I'm having problem hearing you. I don't know about others, but I'm not hearing you at all. If you are talking, I'm not hearing you at all.
Oh, we can hear you, Mr. Wright.
I don't know if he was talking about me. Mr. Wright, do you hear me? I don't know if he was talking about me. Mr. Wright, do you hear me? Archie, do you hear me?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Okay.
Mr. Wright, if you can hear us, then you will have to go in and come back. Sir.
On patience.
Okay. I listened to it on Al Jazeera and also on NPR. But I did not get a destination where the ship was going. I didn't get that. But I don't think it's disrespecting Liberia, because the few ships they allow before Trump came up with the blockade or barricade, there was Liberian ship among them. That I heard on Al Jazeera, but I don't know what caused them to attack the Liberian ship today. Yeah. That's why I want to know where was it going.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I want. So what we're going to do? I want Ellis to put the article up.
Uh-huh.
And then I'm going to read the article, and then we'll know exactly. Because I didn't even read the article. As soon as I saw it, caught my attention. I said, "Okay, let me just put it up for discussion today." But you would think. I mean, I'm just speculating. And this is pure speculation. I don't know nothing about it, right? That, the Iranians may be thinking, hold up, this is a Liberian ship. Liberia has a close relationship to America. And so, we're going to take this step against Liberia. That is just a speculative statement. I have no proof to that. I don't know if that is true. Nobody calling in and say, how do you know that? I don't know nothing about it. But just like everybody out there, every analyst, I am making my analyst judgment call. That this may be the reason why Iran probably, and excuse my four-legged friend here yelling in the back. That's the reason why Iran may have taken the step that they took.
And secondly,
it's
at
not
a
the
distance, maybe the flag I know was American flag.
That's gonna be. That's gonna be. Yeah.
So we got them.
Yeah, the downside or copycat, attitude.
Yeah.
Because that you look at Liberian flag, you definitely would think that is an American flag.
Yeah, downside of spying in class.
you get caught, and then you feel the consequences of your action. Yes, that's true. But hopefully they'll see the 1 star instead of the 52 stars on it, and release it.
So, Mr. Ray, already up there.
Yeah. Okay. Can you blow it up? Can you blow it up? But I'm even struggling to find article 7 from Africa. I don't know where the article is. Hopefully I can find it. It's not. Okay. If you can scroll down, that'll be good. Okay. All right, let me hold you right there. It's just in Iran's Revolutionary Guards cargo ships of vessels in the strategic straits of Hormuz, including the Alpine Needles, a Liberian flag. The second vessel, MSC Francisca, was reportedly bound for Gujarat, India.
Is Alex Milker?
No, he's not. Yeah, no feedback. Let me mute Ellis. Okay. Iranian state media said both. Eddie, can you go up, please? I wish I could find this thing on my. It's not hearing me? Stroll up. Can you go a little bit, Alex? A little bit more. I can see the.
So that particular area is the ending point. Let me see. Okay, I come in. Scroll down.
Okay, so no, keep going. Okay, so no, keep going. All right, there. The seizure came hours after U.S. President Donald Trump extended. You're gonna have to mute, Alex. Thank you. Donald Trump extended a 2-week ceasefire between Iran and Israel. The Strait of Hormuz carries nearly 20% of global oil and gas shipments. Any disruption could hit shipping lines. Keep going, Alex. Oh, okay. This is not cool. No, you got to go down so I can read the rest of the article.
To read the entire article, you have to click on a link on it.
Yeah, but we
This
did
is
it
the
before.
thing.
We did it before. We did it.
This is the ending point. They don't make it long because if
Oh,
try to
that's it.
see
Yeah,
Okay, so
more,
the
that's
original. Okay, so the
yeah, so they
original.
come here. If because they continue to scroll down, you see comments coming in.
Okay,
As
got
you
you,
can
got
see
you.
like
All
this.
right, so that's it. So that's it. Thank you, Alex. Ali would know where the ship was headed. It was headed to India, and it was stopped. Again, so here's my, the reason why I want us to talk about this. And you see, for me, I always say with successive Liberian government, their problem has always been communication. The problem with Liberian government has been nothing but communication. It happened under it was very notorious under President Weah, and we're seeing the same thing under President Boycott. Ed, can you bring her back on the station? I'm gonna do this so that you cannot have this important news happening, and your government has not released any comment about it, and it's just out there. And the people now, the rest of the citizens must start to fill in the gap all by themselves. This is unacceptable. We're talking about Liberia Maritime, the maritime that puts Liberia out there. Like I said, we are the largest, ship carrying a flag country in the world. Liberia is number one. I don't know who is number two, but I know Liberia is number one. And to have our ship, a ship carrying our flag, stopped and is involved now in this very international conflict, and we have not said anything about it, speaks a lot to me. I don't know why, but common sense will tell you that there will be a statement out now, either from the Maritime Authority or from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, or a release from the Executive Mansion saying something about it and letting the Liberian people know what is going on and why that ship was stopped. And if it was stopped, what are we doing now to make sure that issue is resolved? Before going further, welcome Mr. Alex G. Wille. I hope I'm calling it correctly. Thanks for joining us. I'm joining for Putu Penokin, and we have Miss Habaku Smear joining us from Bangasili, Bon County. Welcome to the show, gentlemen, and we'd appreciate you joining us today. Please continue to share the show, like, and comment. You have commented. Please now help to share and like the show. Thank you so much. As we went we discussed a very important issue. We expect you to be part of the discussion as well. Mr. Nubo, so that is the point. This ship is, I think, it was transiting this product to India.
Oh,
go ahead, sir.
right. Okay. Point of correction. We are not number one. We are number two.
When did
Panama
that happen?
is number one. About
Panama. Okay. When did
few
that
years
happen?
ago.
2 years ago?
Few years ago. A few years ago. I believe Honor Ellen. I cannot pinpoint the year, but Panama get 8,000 ships, and Liberia get roughly 5,000.
Okay.
We used
because I know when
Panama used to be next to Liberia. But Panama is. Well, I don't know. Who is the head of the maritime? They should have. They should have issued a statement And they should have even tried to contact Iran for explanation. Yep. So no, I hope the maritime people are listening.
Archie Wright, in a play, Alex Piulu, Rock, producer correct. Oh, tonight we beg to this day. I beg to differ, my people. If it's not correct, we go talk them so. From 9 o'clock till 12 midnight, we sleeping and we ready to fight. No palava, no fear inside. Truth must talk, we never hide. Call Mr. Kosubo, bring that sense. Ready veterans, speak one of them. I'm a bright, talk them clear. Anthony W. Gates, you make me think clear. Claudia Smith, strong woman, yeah. You wrong, she goes say, Leader G, how this life, what we don't see, be their life. Give up people, you're ready. Numbers steady, steady. Rumble to town, from market to yard. If the matter strong, we get it done. If the matter strong, we go talk down. If they hide the truck, we go bring them. If you make small, pull yourself a stick. I go big guy. We go talk, guys. We go talk. If they hide the truth, we go
Okay.
The problem time, no sleeping business.
So I got a call from Madam Glade, the guest I was coming on later this evening, and she said she would like to appear tomorrow because some of the other people that are supposed to appear with her are not, they don't have the time, so they'll do it tomorrow. So that is the change in our programming. But we're here and we're talking about Liberia Maritime. Liberia Maritime. I want to say crisis. It's not a crisis point here. It's just one ship. But how does it affect the image of our maritime program, and how can this become a full-blown crisis that will have some financial effect on the Liberian nation? Because like I said, the maritime aspect of our economy is huge. Whether first or second, we're still out there. Worldwide, we are still one of the largest maritime operations in the world. And so any effect to our operation means a lot. And I think the administration has a responsibility to talk to the Liberian people on this issue. Come forward and talk to the people. Look, My point here is that they dragged the feet on the issue of the Guinea border crisis, and they saw what happened. People started to fill in the void because when where there is missing information, people will fill that space. And the same thing is happening again now with this ship seizure. This is important. This is a serious crisis, and your ship has been stopped. It has been stopped in the Strait of Hormuz. You do not want people catching on to the story and then fill it in the void simply because you as a nation has not come up and provide the necessary information. You don't want that. You have too many institutions, too many organs within this government. Your Ministry of Foreign Affairs, your Ministry of Information, your press bureau at the Executive Mansion. These three individuals, or your representatives at the IMO, the International Organization for Maritime Affairs, I think is Bade. I think the Bade guy that is there, just don't remember his first name. They should come up to speak on these things. If they had done it, I've not seen that information. I'm not privy to it. You know, if it was out there, I scoured the web before coming on. I do go on the Executive Mansion website to acquaint myself with any updated information to put out there concerning information that is in the media. And I do scour all media front pages. I have not seen anything out there. Not on the Executive Mansion Facebook page, and not on their website either. So I know I am not speaking out of context. I'm speaking on based on the information that is available to me. They have not provided a single bit of information on the seizure of this ship. And I am saying this is very important. It is important because you cannot be number two, according to the information we have, number two flagship carrier in the world, and your ship has been seized and you remain quiet. Say something. Say something so that the public is aware, the public is informed, so that they don't go out there and filling the void. All right? That is my take on that, and I hope that the government and the people that are responsible within the government will do the right thing and speak to the Liberian people, provide them the necessary information so that they can make the informed decision and analysis of what is going on. This has not happened before. I don't think any Liberian ship has been seized in international waters by another country. So this is a whole new area that we have found ourselves in. And we do not want to remain quiet for no reason other than being quiet. It is not the right thing to do. As a government, you have a responsibility to inform your people at all times. At all times, you are under that obligation to inform your people of what is happening. You cannot remain silent on this issue. It is so important to our economy, to our prestige out there. It's not so many things out there that you can look at and say this Liberia is first or Liberia is second on there. It's not that. And the maritime is one of those areas where we can say, look there, we're doing well here. We are number two. You know, we have 5,000 ships carrying our flags. You know, so when this kind of thing happens, we want to be on top of it. We want to be on top of it and provide the information and do what we can, even if you're working in the background, which I hope the government is doing. If you're working in the background, provide the information to the people because it is important that you do so. Absolutely important that you do so. All right. So Mr. Nubo, you out there? If you can come in and give your analysis, or else I want to pass on the issue and go to another one, another topic that we can talk about. It's an issue concerning the border. So, in the chat room today, what's the name? I'm going to find this. Claudia Smith posted in the chat room today. One of the stories she posted is the LNP, the Liberian National Police, dismisses claims of systemic torture, drug cartel links, and inaction in Koji communication to the U.S. Embassy, reaffirming rules of law and SPD oversight mechanism. That's what she posted in the chat room. I was hoping that she was here to be able to give us an overview on that, but albeit I will do that. Alex, can you go in the chat room and flag that for us, please, while I read this? It's the first posting from Claudia. So while you're looking at that, let me read that. It's that the police release says, in a formal statement released today, Monday, which was yesterday, different yesterday, I'm sorry. The LNP said that it acknowledges the right of citizens to raise concerns, but asserted that Koji's communication left key facts related to ongoing investigations and established accountability procedures within the institution. The police authority highlighted what it called a contradiction, noting that Koji has previously been sanctioned by the United States government for actions including undermining democratic processes and abuse of public office. Okay. The LNP said this story raises concerns. Responding to the allegation, the institution in action, the LNP said it maintains structured accountability mechanism. All custodial debts are subject to mandatory review and may be referred to judicial proceedings when warranted. The statement said, allegations of misconduct are investigated by the LNP Professional Standards Division, which is the SPD, and use of force incidents are assessed under established legal and operational guidelines. The LNP further clarified the separation of functions between investigation and prosecution, stating that prosecutorial authority, quote, rests solely with the Ministry of Justice of Liberia in line with national laws, end quote. The institution specifically dismissed allegations of systemic torture, links to drug cartels, and politically motivated violence, calling them unfounded and inconsistent with ongoing reform efforts and international cooperation initiatives. Reaffirming its mandate, the LNP pledged to continue transparency in its engagement with the public and international partners, citing its commitment to professionalism, accountability, and protection of human rights. Mr. Newbold, I read this article because it was posted by Claudia in the chat room. She thought it's one of the stories that we should talk about. And we had to, because the police is in the community, and the story, I think Koji is alleging that LNP is engaged in unprofessional behavior, torture, and other treatment that is unbecoming of a respected police force. And so I thought we'd talk about that. But before we go any further, it is good that we have been joined by Mr. Christopher J. Napitt, one of our panelists here, because he will have a good insight on the subject that we're on now. So let me have you, Mr. Napier. Welcome to the platform today. And then I'm going to tell you what we're talking about, and I'll get you go to Mr. Nubo, and I'll come back to you for your input. Welcome to the platform, sir.
Thank you so much. It's always a delight to be on our bed to differ. And I bring warm compliments to all of the panelists, especially to Mr. Nubo and Mr. Wright. And I don't know what is that's Sally? No.
Mr. Wulu.
No, I'm not talking about Alex. I'm talking about
Is that
Zaza.
Zaza?
Zaza, that's Zaza I'm talking about. Hi, Z. Hi, everyone.
Everybody's doing great. Everybody's doing great.
All right, and good to be on the show, and to all of our listeners in the video land, radio and TV land. Good afternoon.
All right. Welcome to the set, sir. So, Mr. Nubo, you heard been reading the article. Like I said, this complaint, I think Koji either wrote something or said something about the professionalism of the Liberian National Police. And it caught the attention of the IG, the Inspector General Gregory Coleman, and he responded to it that there's a difference between investigation and prosecution, and that the National Police is not clothed with the authority to prosecute people. It's the Ministry of Justice under the law that is clothed with that, and that they continue to work to improve the police and working with international partners, all of that. So let's get your analysis, and then we'll go to Mr. Nippy for that.
Well, let me make a correction. He wrote something about the lack of professionalism, not about professionalism, the lack of, and sent it to the U.S. Embassy.
Okay, say that again. I'm sorry, I couldn't distinguish between what you said.
You said Kofi wrote, who was his name? Koji wrote something about professionalism of the Liberian police. And I say what he wrote it is about the lack of professionalism.
Okay, well, how does that difference?
It's different.
How?
It's different.
How?
The lack of, there is no professionalism. And that's why he wrote to the
And
US.
that's what I said. I said, Koji wrote something about the lack of professionalism, and they caught the IG attention.
Oh, okay. We should go there. But he said he wrote something about
You know my namesake, from Nipeta to Nubota and Nafa. And he let jack you all small. He let jack you all small.
We had to provide a clarity because I thought that's exactly what I said. I read the article and so I understood what the article said.
And that's what you said.
Yes.
He wrote something about the professionalism of the Liberian police. And I say he wrote something about the lack of professionalism.
Right.
By the Liberian police. That's what I said. Okay.
Let's not hang on. Let's not hang on.
We're on the same page now.
Yes.
But I have some problems. If the police are not being given professional, with George Nubo no right to the U.S. Embassy? Let's say I'm treated bad by the police. That would not be my first stop. What happened to the Justice Ministry? So why he did not go to the Justice Ministry? Or he want to plead a case, the sanction on him. That's why he sent this to the U.S. Embassy. I mean, to me, I don't understand it. Maybe Honorable Nippy, can throw light on it. Thank you.
Yeah. Before I go to Mr. Nippy, let me. I think it goes back to what I think it was you, somebody. I think it was you, if I remember correctly, when we brought up the issue of why is it the last time we're talking. I think the last week, the unfortunate event of our people running to embassies, outside of the capital.
Yes, we're talking about a demonstration.
There you go. Exactly, the soup demonstration, and what that does to our independence and our sovereignty. And I tend to agree with you. I think Koji is trying to gain attention from the U.S. embassy because these people are the ones that got him on sanction, and he cannot travel to the U.S. and some other places, And so he's saying, "Oh, look, yeah, you got me on sanction, but look what other people are doing too," So I think that's what he's doing. But like you said, I think maybe the former officer here will give us more light into that. So, Mr. Nippy, I come to you. This guy is reporting the police to the U.S. embassy for God's know why. What is your take on that?
Not Koji, what is that? Jefferson or Jeff Koji?
Jefferson.
Okay, Jefferson Koji. Sometimes they don't think constructively. Everything is about politics, everything about putting the umbrella over their heads. Meaning calling the U.S. embassy when the ring beating them. If you go on the ring with all umbrella and the ring is beating you, I call on the very people who made you to make the ring to beat you. Mr. Koji should have completed the IG during his tenure, during the CDC tenure of all of the atrocities, the gross violations of the safety of Liberian people. It was under the ages of them that the three missing boys died. It was under them that there was no investigation, thorough investigation, that's what I mean. And then we have Miss Copper to pass. It was one of the administration that the man is alleged to have been falling on the ground, but we didn't see any blood spattered. Gifty and the other auditor would have died. The man is driving the motor car, and then he gets hit with a blunt instrument, and he passes out by hitting us on the ELWA road. Koji is my son, and Koji knows when he visited me, I treated him in Washington. He is my son, but I think he has on his shoes, walking forward. But the print of the shoes is in the opposite direction. Koji should be mindful of all of the things that they did, all of the things that were allegedly perpetrated by him. And I try to defend him. I hope he's listening to me. I tried to defend him when he was City Hall mayor. I tried to defend him and say you cannot attribute, because you have no evidence to substantiate that these things that are happening under the watch of Koji is where these young boys are going and perpetrating all of these Indian crimes. Don't blame me on Koji. Koji is just watching the city of Monrovia. And he knows my relationship with him after he left Washington, D.C. and won the power. So, it is misdirected. And the police is trying his best with the limited resources that it has. It is trying to his best to be as professional as they should. Honor the constraints that they are faced with. And wherein or whereby Mr. Koji feels offended, and whether he wants to appeal for the lifting of the sanction, I think he will do well if he had written the letter in a different way. Because a citizen cannot just write a government, because when you write an embassy, you are writing a government. He should accompany to the RG or elevate his company to the Justice Minister and cite or list what he calls, what he tends, what he sees, what he suspects, what he believes to be unprofessional on the part of the police performance. So I think he is like a man who does not want his prince to show that he's walking forward, and then he turns the shoes backward, so that as he walks forward, the prints are shown in the direction that he's coming from to misdirect things. So I think the letter is misdirected. That's what I would say.
All right. Yeah. So okay. Just before we move on to we got a lot of other stories to go through, but I want us to talk about this a little bit, because there was he made specific allegation in the letter. He talks about drug. He talks about torture. Mr. Lippe, you've been in the police force. Has there been any such? So he claimed there's a systemic torture. There are drug cartels linked within the police force. You've been part of the organization. Has there ever been such concern within the police, within the Liberia National Police, concerning these allegations?
Well, I don't like for people to just use sweeping statements to vilify, undermine, and try to relegate an organization. The likes of Koji, my son, must be careful, because the prevalence of and the distribution of these hallucinogenic substances were during their administration. And then it is recorded that it allows people to country, and their whereabouts are unknown. So you see, when your legs are dusty, don't step on the white cloth. When your feet are dusty, don't step on a white cloth. Maybe if you step on a black cloth, you can shake it, or a brown cloth, they will not see it. But when you step on the white cloth, they will see it. And their footprints are so indelible on the white cloth that they cannot call that cloth white anymore. They cannot call it white cloth. Now, what do I mean? The incidents of improprieties, the incidents of corrupt practices, the incidents of brutality. Well, one of my little cousins was the police director. I tried to caution him, I tried to call him, but when they get into this position, and his brother and I, Sudwe, we call each other West. His brother and I, his elder brother and I, Japa Sudwe, wore the same uniform. We did motorcycle training together. He was accident investigator. He forgot to know that. I tried to caution him. I called his brother, who was then deputy security, Lawa. He used to be an SSS operative, one of the operatives. that is. I called him. He was at the LPS, Liberia Port Security Service. I called him. I said, I want to talk to your brother. Tell him that I want to talk with him. I tried to reach his twin brother. I couldn't reach his twin brother because I was feeling bad. Why would someone whose deceased brother, being a police officer, he ascends to that noble professional ethics, and then he is not doing what we expect of him? I decry his performance. So if with the white cloth being blotted and damaged with the footprints of the police on Mr. Sidway, and then the Maria City Hall Police on Koji also being an institution that was below the standard performance, they cannot talk about police. Now, let me come to the issue of the drug. We had instances where people with drug were apprehended, they were never touched. When I was there, we never touched our people. That's why we did do diligence. The intelligence officers will go out, they will map the area, they come back, and given if it is based on probable cause or a matter of exigency, we will act. Wherein it is necessary for us to get a rate of search and seizure, we will go to the Maria City Code, Criminal Code, and we'll get a rate of search and seizure because a crime is being perfected. And then we'll go to that locale, search, seize, and dispose of the substance. In the case of them, the one time driving from Rawa International Airport, the flight had landed around about 3. By 5 o'clock, getting to the road, the Pinsway back road, I saw the boy hitting his head. Hitting his head. And I was wondering, I said, but what about doing naked time like this, no shirt on? And he hitting his head on the light pole. It was during their tenure. How does he contrast that with the current situation? So I don't buy in with the likes of Koji making these frivolous, indecent, baseless statements because it contradicts what they did. This police officer, this chief of police, this police director, because that's how we call him, it was after the ECOMOS training, instead of maintaining the nomenclature, police director, they changed it to police commissioner. This police director is doing his best. He is doing what he has to do. Do I sometimes want to beat on him? Yes. But when I think twice, I say the times are not equal. He does not even have police cars to patrol. He does. The radio station have not been there, but I think it is inadequate. And they do not have similar radio stations out of Monrovia. So I credit him for the limited resources that he has to do his work. I'm sure if he had more and could count on people like us in the diaspora to guide him, as we did with Chris Massacre, and Chris Massacre had an effective time when he went to immigration, and they showed to bring Chris to the United States. He and his deputy, who later on became Commissioner of Immigration, Budi, I brought them to the United States. You see, that's what people do. When you have the opportunity to serve, you serve with diligence. You serve out of the box. You don't confine yourself within the perimeter or scope of the duties. You leverage that capacity that government has availed you to have with other institutions. And that's why I deal with Chris. When you are police director, police commissioner, he and Booty. You ask Mr. Booty, he will say, Chris made it a way and he brought us to the United States for fun. That's how people do it. So I think he's
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Nippet. Mr. New, before we go to the next topic,
Yeah.
let me just pick your brain on this one.
I want to comment on the OJ issue.
Yeah. You're coming. Let me ask the question. That you can comment on us. That is the same line.
Go ahead.
So when you ran the perspective,
right,
during the time of Madam Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, you were one of the leading dailies out there. Did your people ever come across any such allegation or any such doing that has been alleged here by Koji in this letter? Torture and cartel operation?
Well, during Ellen administration, I was in Monrovia. I was running my business, and then I joined the General Auditing Commission. So the perspective was not regular. It was not regular. That's the time the perspective started going down. But I didn't read these things about torture in the dailies. And I started reading them when I came back to the US. The first appalling thing that happened was the killing of Shaki in West Point by the army. The army that got 357,000 Ebola money. That I didn't like. And during the Weah government, I mean, it was just like daily practice. And the largest drug bust in 2022, over $1 million worth of drugs, 520 kilos of cocaine. Some internationals were involved. Some people from the port were involved. And up to date, we don't know what happened to them. I believe it's political interference. I mean, weak prosecution or capacity, and stalling. Or there was a case when I was at GSC. Based on the GSC audit. And the man who took the government money, the justice minister took the man to court. And they called the case about 3 times. Justice minister did not appear. So they threw it out. So these were things that were happening when Koji, even though he was not police officer, even though I heard that he was torturing people at either the city hall or at his building. But maybe if he want to revenge, if we want to do that, maybe the police officer, the police director during weird time, so will be the one complaining to justice ministry. And he need to, he need to carry a case to the justice ministry. He can even sue the justice ministry for torture. And he has to prove it. So no, that what I have to say about that.
Okay. On that note, I will close and say, yes, I think he who complains must have a clean record, especially you can't complain about stuff that you you were very notorious of under your administration, But honestly, that doesn't stop him from being Liberian. He got to speak out too now. So let's put that in perspective. But he's not a clean man. He was never a clean man. But we're going to end on that note. Here's the next thing I want us to talk about. There is another article that it's very sensitive, very, very sensitive. Federal panel.
May I interject, sir?
Yeah, quickly. While we move to the next.
You cannot have your hand black and you can't go touch a white too. Call to put Liberia agree, but doesn't mean that because he's a Liberian, he just put a part of stories together and then he takes his pen or go to the computer to malign the good character of other people. He shouldn't do that. So that's why I thought to just come in. He is a Liberian, but being a Liberian does not negate the fact that you should be transparent.
Yeah, sure. I absolutely agree with you on that, Mr. Lee. Agree on that. Okay, so I want us to look at the next article. Very interesting. Not because I come from the business background, but because it affects the very foundation of our troubling present day condition. We complain about fellow Liberians not wanting to do anything. In fact, they are used to getting handout from those of us out here in the diaspora when they can do for themselves, what they need to do. So this article captures that. This article captures that, and so I wanted to again. It was put up by Claudia. She flagged a lot of good items, articles today. So let me go ahead and read. It's a very quick read. Patel chairman Dominic Nimble, 13 citizen arrest of foreign nationals in retail trade, citing weak enforcement and unfair competition against Liberian entrepreneurs. The chairman of the Patriotic Entrepreneurs of Liberia, Patel, Dominic Nimble, has warned that his organization may initiate what he termed, quote, citizen arrest, action against foreign nationals operating in Liberia's retail sector, citing persistent violations of business regulations that is reserved exclusively for Liberians. Speaking at a news conference in Monrovia over the weekend, Nimble, who also served as president of the Liberia Business Association, LIBA, and the Used Car Dealers Association, said the growing presence of foreign nationals in both the wholesale and retail markets is displacing local entrepreneurs and eroding opportunities for Liberian-owned businesses. I absolutely want to emphasize this. The foreign presence in the retail sector is eroding the opportunity for Liberian-owned businesses. We need to pay attention to this. This was supposed to be solved, rather. The issue was supposed to be solved by the Liberianization policy. And this is where I tend to agree with Mr. Nimble. But let me read on. Quote, retail trade is reserved exclusively for Liberians under existing regulations, but enforcement remains weak, said Nimble. Quote, the continuous participation of foreigners in retail businesses is driving ordinary Liberian out of the market. This is unacceptable. Absolutely unacceptable from my point of view. If this situation persists, the article continues, we will be left with no option but to take lawful action, including what we call a citizen's arrest, end quote. Nimble stated that Patel and Liba have engaged the Ministry of Commerce and Industry and other government institutions on multiple occasions to seek enforcement of the law, but reported, quote, little to no progress, end quote, from those discussions. He attributed the precarious state of Liberian-owned enterprises to three primary factors, which includes limited access to financing, I said this before, inadequate government support, and what he described as unfair competition from foreign traders who, he said, often dominate both wholesale and retail distribution chains. While expressing concern, Nimble acknowledged the government's inclusion of Patel and Liba in the national budget, describing the gesture as a sign of recognition. He nevertheless characterized the allocation as insufficient to meaningfully alter the operating environment for local businesses. Quote, while the support is appreciated, it is merely a drop in the ocean, end quote, he said. Quote, nevertheless, we remain grateful to the government for recognizing our institutions, end quote. Nimble called on authority to reinforce existing commercial regulations without exception and to implement policies that create a more enabling environment for Liberian entrepreneurs. He did not specify a timeline or operational plan for the threatened, quote, citizen arrest, end quote, action, but framed them as a measure of last resort under the law. That ends the reading. Let me Mr. Nuba there. So here's what I want to say to that. From my own professional background and my education, I have always said, for any economy to work, the pipeline to financing has to be unclogged. It has to be unclogged so that the person selling at Waterside, the person selling at Red Light, the person selling at Douala Market, Oro Market can be able to have access to financing. And when we say access to financing, we are not just talking about, okay, Mom Mary there is able to walk to the bank and can get a $500. That's not what we mean. What we mean is that you must be given a favorable term, financing term, meaning if you give Mom Mary $500 today based on her credit rating or on her profile, credit profile, don't tell her, say, you need to start paying back in 3 months, meaning a 30-day, a term. Give us a 90-day term, a 6 months term, half a year term, so that she's able to sell not under pressure. So she don't go to bed, thinking, oh my God, I got to pay the $500 and I didn't sell today. I sold only 3 units today. How am I going to pay, the financing fee when the month comes to an end? We don't want that. This is why, and I always said this when I was in Moray in 2018, and I met Tue on 9th Street in Pisos living room. I say this. I know they're probably listening. There are people listening. This is the song that I brought with Tue. Tue, you are coming into a government that is struggling, where the people confidence in the government is low. The way you do that is to first of all clear the backlog. Clear the backlog on all these non-performing loans. Clear that, and then the bank will be confident again to lend to people. But you will have to step in. And when you do that, you provide, you charge these businesses a little bit of premium. So we clear your debt. But we'll bring you in now. We have taken care of that. What we are seeing, before you get out there, we're going to assign an accountant to you there, or a business professional that you will have to consult with. And we're going to add at least 2% premium on your loan. So that when you pay your loan back, he's going to make sure that you pay your loan, he get paid. That way you pay a loan and you can go back to the bank and your credit line will continue to grow. And that will improve your business environment so that you can be able to expand from 1 store to 3 store to 5 store. In the end, you will have enough capacity to be able to even start producing on your own. So you go from retail to manufacturer. This is how it is done. I said that to Tue. He came in one ear, he flew in another ear. As a matter of fact, he was so impressed, he called me into the Ministry of Finance in the conference room. In front of everybody, so he said, I and myself were talking about economic policy yesterday. We had a great discussion. In 2 weeks' time, actually going to join me here at the Ministry of Finance. That was what Tue said. But it went there and it went out. 3 months later, I left Monrovia. And the rest is history, as we say. So this one, when I read this article, I said, this is exactly what we were talking about. There are rules and regulations that protects ordinary Liberian retail entrepreneur. For whatever reason that is out there that is preventing a successive government from implementing this very crafted law. I'm sorry. It is so nice that it puts the Liberian people in charge. But until that happens, until the implementation of that law happens, Liberian people will not realize the fruit of their economy. That can happen. Patel is not taking the law. They are saying they may do this. And if it happens, nobody can blame them. Because what we see during the article talk about, they are giving an allocation. Because I'm thinking, I don't know this to be true, but my suspicion is that they are providing these work permits. Because I've seen the labor minister talk about it sometime. And they're making good bit of money for providing work permit to foreign nationals. And so the trade-off for them is that we'll rather get their money from the permit. We're charging thousands of dollars from the permit. And I don't think we'll be able to get this kind of money if we take them out of the process. If we deny them the permit from opening the retail businesses, from the taxes we'll collect from Liberian-owned businesses. That is the trade-off they have made. But what they don't know is that their gain is a short-term gain. So regardless of how much money you put in the budget for these people, if they are not there selling to customers every day and making profit, no money you put in the budget is going to help them. That's just how it works in business. They have to be out there and selling units every day and reinvesting in the business, improving the business condition, creating capacity to expand. We call that a skill. If they're not doing that, no money you give them will help them. No money. I want to stop there and now bring you guys in. Let's begin with you first, Mr. Nubo, and then we'll go to Mr. Nippet. Mr. Nubo, your reaction.
Yes, the article is good. Under the liberalization policy, they are setting jobs or operations that are designated for Liberians. I mean, I blame the government and I blame us, the Liberians. When I was at GSC, I was on the EU project committee. EU was to renovate office in the old executive mansion. And the Liberian guy came, made a presentation. We were impressed. And we said that the organization. And when I started the project, Lebanese people started coming. So this guy was pinch hitting, for the Lebanese man.
Right.
All Lebanese people. So we have to be honest. And I don't think we need to go through no citizen arrest. I think we need to go through the legal process and also go through our lawmakers. We voted for them. In 2029 coming, Patel could mobilize and other Liberian organizations or NGO or businesses can mobilize and vote out certain lawmakers. So it's not late. It's good. He did not put a timetable on it, and we can work from now to 2023. And let's get in contact with Claudia. Let's get Patel, the Nimble man here, and we find out what he means. And we asking the tough questions. Not curveball or softball or curveball, no questions now. The softball questions. Because I know it's on a place here where we ask a question and we just set it up so that you will shine. I don't want that. I want tough questions. I want for our guests when they come here. I mean, it will be tough but respectful. And when they are leaving from here, some of them will be sweating. That's what I want. Thank you.
Thank you. So we'll go to Mr. Napier for 2 minutes, so then we'll come back and go to the line, even though we'll pass the time a little bit, but that's okay. Mr. Napier, let's get you in 2 minutes, then we'll go to the line for our phone in.
There are some people are just like Jacob and Esau. And I'm happy that my brother Nubo touched on that. The Esau thing here is so prevalent in Liberia that we cannot get over it. Because the same people that are supposed to be doing the labor minister, who is responsible for strengthening the economy, when Liberians are employed, it's the same labor minister who is issuing these licenses. And this money also I'm supposed to know what he's doing. He's violating the very law. From Postmaster General to Labor Minister, I was of the opinion that he would do the Liberian people justice. where you have Indian people selling coal, selling wood, Indian people going and getting people rubber farm and burning the rubber coal.
Chinese selling
Uh,
cold water.
Chinese selling, now only coal water selling ice too. The Chinese parading all through our forest
Selling sand.
and selling mining sand because sand is silicon. Don't forget, sand is silicon.
Yep.
And the people go, the white sand is a very, 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 very important sand. They go there and they get the sand, and our people sitting down there, and it's just unfortunate. And they go into the aqua area, into our sea, and then they damage the small sardines and all of it. Who is responsible? Hope the Justice Minister. Yes, I'm talking.
Okay, well, when you're ready, let me know.
Hope the Justice Minister. But I'm just solution and buy my gasoline. Thank you for let me buy my gasoline, sir. Let me start be talking to get my gasoline business street and then you come back to me.
Okay, we'll come out to you, Mr. Nippet. Yes. So, Alex, let's go to the lines, please. Then we'll come back. We'll go back again on Mr. Nippet.
I'm ready, madam. Oh, not do that.
You're not even talking to me. I can try to go.
I can't mute Mr.
That's what I told you.
Mute Mr. Nippet.
Yeah, I couldn't mute. I don't know why.
I told
Okay.
them,
What do you need?
Mr. Nippet, please.
No, I took him on stage. Go ahead.
All right. Alex, it's up to you. You are in a host chair. You are in a host chair. Because that host chair, I don't want anybody to be sitting down. So you.
Every night when the clock strikes 9, the airwaves come alive with discussion, debates, and powerful voices from all.
That's it here this evening on Top 105.3. Listen to the show I beg to differ here this wonderful, wonderful evening hour. You listen to our panelists discussing. It's about time this wonderful evening. Number support you through at 0776 105 105 881 14 3504. 0776 105 105 881 14 3504 at the number you're going to be live here tonight on the show I beg today for 0776 105 105 881 14 3504 and the numbers to put it through going to be live here this evening. Let's hear from you this wonderful time. While we are waiting, we'll take our things on and keep it rolling. But let's bring this one for us.
From the young to the old, from students to professionals, from community leaders to everyday citizens, everyone has the chance to be heard. This is Speak Up. Speak out. Be heard.
That's 0776 105 105 881 14 3504. Speak out and let's hear you. 14 3504. The number supported through. You're going to be live tonight here on Top 105.3 on the show. I beg to differ 0776 105 105 881 14 3504. You will be part of the show tonight. Let's hear from you. 776 105 number supported through 881 14 3504. We'll pick up this person here this evening. Hello.
Yeah, hello, my dear brother.
Good evening. You're near. Where do you join us from?
This is Moses Nyanfo calls you from Bible Village to be.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you very much. The Moses Nyako that is speaking to you tonight, I've been just a common petty trader before in Cleveland, Maryland town.
Okay.
Which I was financed by my own brain of the product from the farm, not from the bush. And I started with alcohol, like I got farm, got money, make oil, got money, make oil, started farm, started oil, and say I have 30 at now. That came up to almost 20,000. And I used that 20,000, 2003 to go to Morocco and started just a simple petty business. And I managed with that business while I was sending my children to school until I went back to Morocco to buy goods, simple goods, and I bought a used tractor from Temple Adjustment. And from that 2002, 3 to go to all the way 8 months, I was just almost like a kind of postman that where people wake up. I would be in bed by the I was 7, 8 while people line up to my door that need assistance. To say that my brother, yesterday I had a soul problem. Yesterday I had a soul problem. Maybe before I can wake up in the morning, I instructed my children to face quota for ordinary position that will come to me for problems. But now everything that you are announcing tonight, that you people are touching tonight, is actually a thing into my flesh. This country, Liberia, is completely rich. And I've not seen the African country to be so rich with so many resources that we can put to use. Just imagine when I was in Franco, Boros, Boss out of the district, the Chinese people who I work with found there as a state officer, just the salt, the white soil to put it in the postpone. This time, where that soil went today, it was there between the district superintendent and the councilman and the particular group. And so, your lecture, there's so many things that you guys are touching tonight. Actually, it's proving to me that will happen like even now that when the way are trying to take Liberia as their own heart because of the painful thing that they are seeing in other countries. The country is rich. See, we are not like Americans. If the representative of America can hire about 2, 3 working staff, and look at 73 lawmakers, some of them making up to 70,000 LD. I'm talking about United States dollars. Some of them in $14,000 to $15,000. More play, and gasoline slave and other things, and money for maintenance of the vehicles that they are using. Then tell me where the resources, where the finance is coming from. The financing of the activity, where are they coming from? Where each of them making the money, and the two are making just less than $100 one more, and it takes 2, 3 more because it gets paid. This country is rotting rich. And American representatives will not have even excess office staff. But we can already put in our office. Then we come to 30 lawmakers. There is 6 lawmakers that were proposing another 3 additional. You will have seats. Our people sit down there and just play football game with our country and our resources. I want to say thank you for what all you have touched, and let always be educated from you guys, so that the other that in position will know that Liberia is actually rich. Thank you very much. They are very much. Thank you and good night.
Thank you too so much for being part of the show, and keep following.
Thank you.
0776105105 881143504, and let's hear you. 0776105105 881143504. The line's open. You're going to be live here tonight on the show. I beg to differ. 0776105105 881143504. Let's hear from you. The line's open. You listen to our currently discussing the webinar issues here.
Your voice
It's the bad time that we go to you and hear from you. While you learn, while you want the Adam, you can go ahead tonight. Just place a call on 776105105 881143504. You will be live.
I beg to differ, my people. If it's not correct, we got to come so. From 9 o'clock till 12 midnight, we sitting here, we ready to fight. No palaver, no fear inside. Look must stop, we not go high. One Mr. Jackson, bring that sense. Ready, bet, transmission of sense. I must write it up and clear. Anthony W. Gates really make it think fair. Claudia speak, strong woman, yeah. If you wrong, she go say, ah.
Well, while we are waiting for a call or onto my hometown man, Moses. Actually, you muted.
I know you can't wait to respond to your hometown man.
I cannot wait. And nobody can stop.
No, thank you. That's gonna come straight back to you.
Okay.
So, folks, 776-105-105 will give you 1 minute from now on. By 10:45, we'll go back to the panelists and continue on the show. 776-105-105. 881-14-3504 are the numbers to put it through. You're going to be live tonight. Let's hear you. 776-105-105. 881-14-3504 are the numbers to put it through, and you will be live. We hold it there that brings in the retired captain Emmanuel Ezo. Budikatu, welcome to the show.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Wulu. Good evening, and good evening to our professors again. Welcome in class. This May we edition. So, Mr. Wulu, when I was living, I was monitoring. The topic was a Liberian ship that was, I think, either rejected or seized, something like that. When Mr. Wright was explaining it. So, can you just bring me up to speed a little bit so that we can proceed? Or if that is the topic, then I can go ahead.
Why?
Okay. Thank you. Yeah, so, our country, Liberia, will continue to be graded down the line because those who we thought they stood under the rain and sun for to elect so that the executive branch of government we believe in our minds that we don't have exclusive trust in them because they are going to be appointed by the president. So that is not going to be enough for us. So what we thought was important is to elect our own direct representative who will be there to erect checkpoints for us. That is why we agree to the Constitution that 3 cardinal functions will be their responsibility: lawmaking, oversight, and representation. But we observe that all of these 3 components for which we elected them for are lacking.
Okay.
They are lacking completely to the extent that we continue to regret why should we elect them. And so the Constitution provides that 3 branches of government, they being the first and the highest seat of those 3 branches, the legislature, those who make the law for us, those who got the power to summon any of those other 2 branches of government. Why? Because they are our direct representation and we have the power. The government, it is we that make the government is for us and it is by us. What we want it to be done in our interest is what it's supposed to be doing, but instead it's the other way around nowadays. So, if care is not taken, I continue to say this, if care is not taken, our government structure going to be run on two branches of government. Because the first branch, which is the legislator, the one which we stood under rain and sun for, they are make it to look like our birthrights have been sold to the very one we thought that we had no 100% trust in, for which we say, hey, you know what, the executive branch, we don't have that exclusive trust in there, because almost all of them will be appointed by one person. And according to the law, they are going to work in the way and pleasure of this only person, which is the president. So whether they are doing things out of the way, we got somebody to erect checkpoint for which we elected them. But guess what? It was just better the Constitution just leave it blank like that. All of the power just be only in the president, so that when we the citizen, when the president is proceeding wrongly, that the power come back to us the citizen to decide what to do. Because that the other branch of government is a complete money-making branch right now. Complete money-making branch. Everything that went on in our capital building, it has to do with the approval of the executive branch, because everybody's eyes are watching straight to where the money is. When the executive say no, that's no. When the executive say yes, that's yes. Then what happened to your three responsibilities now? What is the oversight you are providing? What is the law making? Which other law you are already making? Right now we're hearing about new money to be printed. New money to be printed. All in the name of, so they will be able to dish out money for themselves. And the two denominators they want to print is the $1,000, 5,000, 10,000 note. Because the huge quantity you print in a note form, the less money you spend to the company that's going to produce the money. Now, somebody sitting down in our capital building already agreed. We remember when our speaker announced a word that he is an ordained speaker. What more do we expect? It's too frustrating, my brother. It's very, very much frustrating. When I sit sometimes, I look at things going contrary. People say, oh, the president used a statement, say, when you go somewhere with doors backing, and just focus, blah, blah, the president instead of the citizen, and goes to the council. So I say, hey, even the president just look in our eyes and say, all the citizens are bloody are dogs. Should you get a power now to go to that president when you got lawmaker? Lawmaker is clapping. Yellow machine today, it's saying articles. Whether it come from Jiro, whether it come from Bokonjire, whether it come from Zaita, all we know yellow machine, a parking article will be coming when we land here, yellow machine, everybody wear yellow clothes. So anywhere the executive point finger, here where the entire Liberian citizen can run, headed by our representative. So we are nobody again until the appropriate time can reach. So help me God. Thank you this evening for having us.
All right. Thank you so much, Gulikato. We'll take the next person here. Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Your name, where have you joined from?
Pastor Javo talking from the Telegram community.
Welcome to the show. Go ahead, Chief.
Yes. You know, I don't know how we look at this work that the representative. We send them there that go on behalf of me and talk. And when they fail, we had a right to call them and say, why are you people doing this? Look, if you have your friend and you have a farm boundary, the way the man brushing, You look at him too and brush like that. But when you look there and the person just brush and say and enter into you, then when you go boy found out, when people go, who get out of found it, know that the man found. Then who get the one that you? Why you let the man come into you? No, and the man you brush quick, he come to me. Look at the country that we get birth to.
River G.
River G. Anything happen, the people have the right to send. Even when we are there, they said that we need the power of these representatives and the representative. We need them.
Am I still muted?
We can't see them. We send them. It is not
Alex?
We are on the line.
Am I still muted?
Just mute yourself.
Hello?
Go ahead, Chief.
Okay. Come let we say king the other right that wasted time. The king they say each person one car, two bags of rice with gin. They bake and they pay one car with a gin and two bags of rice. When we were there, they talk it and they went back. From that time, they never delay. If somebody come, like Jeremiah, we had a city hall here. It might be a paraba hall. When he can't out there, he can call people here. Why now we can every day we talk, we put the people there, the people doing their own way. Who put them there? It is not all put them there. You had a right to summon them. All the other counties around, even district state in Monrovia, when they gave them their allowance, they did not refuse to give it. After you enter one time, the people like the office. They say you're not coming out until the what they gave you for this district, we must get it. What we got always doing this for? The same way we think that we're looking for other people 2029. When they get out, the same thing they do. God forbid, for God, let's see, Madison King here. He did well. The money today he left back. Those are what the people that were keeping the money. After he died, the money cannot be found. You see, we are also doing bad to ourselves, then we say we're blaming the other people. So now the panel they too, when they get on other something, it can't end, they leave it. Where are we? They're just talking. They're talking fake. As long you want to do something as a journalist or panelist, you get on something, CIA and research, and they 400,000 transformers. It's just like we just making it with some. Why we can they met after doing the kind of so-called breaking the thing? The man said they're not getting the money. Why we can tell
Am I still muted?
they're not getting the money. But we just talking. You're not late like that and not to bring anybody. Hello?
Hello, you are live, Chief.
Okay, so that way I stop. We were not able to see something and talk it. The other time, the money they send, which is the budget. They put the blind and they cripple their money there. The money I never given to the people. So talking, say, well, the president say he put the thing in a budget, but the people not get it. Okay, that they are asked. You ask the president say, give people money. Where he at? He say when we bring a different city. When they sign the man, then that what business. That why how work that generally work. You are there.
All right, Chief. Thank you.
Yeah.
Mr. Nubo. Hello?
Yes. Yes. Do you hear me? Do you hear me?
We take the next person. Mr. Nipe, you have to be on mute. Yeah, when we're ready, we'll get back to you guys. Hello?
Hello?
Yania, where do you join us from?
This is Mr. Gonda. I'm joining you from Thursday.
Mr. Gonda, welcome to the show.
You see what is happening in our country? It's just like football is round. People that we depending on. Even when you say these people are panelists,
So now I decided not to even call on the show anymore because they are not doing us well. So you are apparently you're supposed to be a neutral person to be bringing ideas that will bring transformation to the society. Instead, some of them tend to be defending the power that be. Their role, control. That's why myself, son, I guess better now, with the cartoon refer to the whole group as our professor. Are they behaving like our professor? You sit there, things are wrong, deliberately look at it, try to defend it. There are many things being coming on this show. Do we follow it to a logical conclusion? I say no. We only making mockery out of ourselves now. The other person will get up and talk. They know things are wrong, but they defend it because what? You're trying to defend a particular party or government. You're not looking at the institution that is doing the service, but you're looking at party affiliation. This is something that is harming Liberia because even the journalists
So,
said today.
Mr. Gonda,
Yeah.
let me just hold you there a bit. So the particular show I beg to differ is the panel can be on the show and differ with anybody on what you say. So if the panel come and give that show, they are not there. That's the name of
I
the
can't
show.
hear you. I can't hear you.
So if you follow Spoon TV, they have a show. There are other people that then say yeah they are on the government side. Other people there say are opposition side. So you see them debating on the show. This is the same way I beg to differ is. So if maybe you see for example sometimes Mr. Nemo kind of say I differ with Mr. Nepe. Sometimes Mr. Rao kind of say I differ with Mr. Nemo or Mr. Smith. So that's how the show run. So I don't want you guys to say how people will see the red thing and then they be back in it. No. If you differ with it, man, you call on the show say I differ with Mr. Nepe, why he was saying I differ with Mr. Nemo on why he was saying, but there is a point. That's how the show runs. So thank you. You can go ahead.
What I want to bring to your attention is this. We have tried this experiment in this country. I support this group. I support the other person. I differ with this person. Look, let me tell you, we are running an institution that has effect on generation unborn.
I cannot hear anything. I'm not hearing anything.
So go out and come back, Mr. Nebe.
Last $100,000 case, it came up. It needed that. We live in a city with cows. Nobody is saying anything about it. This is the electricity business in this city. It just went on and on and on. No tangible result. You see, people will not get weary and tired of us. Say, but these people are only talking stuff. Journalists themselves today, they have sold their birthright. They are not journalists anymore. They only sing in praises. The reality, they leave it because of little or nothing. That's what I'm talking about. You can differ. I agree. But your default, you must have reason to think that we seeing a state for generations to come. To make people to know that we can talk on radio. Is that enough for us? Many things going wrong. We leave it and try to say, I differ with this person because I'm supporting this group.
All right. So thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, so we will hold it there with the call section and give it back to you guys and then.
Thank you. Mr. Wulu, for the call session. That was beautiful. I really appreciate you
Mr. Wulu.
engaging Mr. Gonda on what he was saying. That was
Mr.
very
Let me
nice.
hold you one minute. Let me hold you 1 minute. Yeah, but Katu, is there anything that you forgot about you want to bring?
Yeah, thank you. Thank
Yeah,
you.
1 minute, please.
You know, I like the way you try to provide a little bit of guidance to my own old man, Mr. Gonda. And that is true. That's why those programs are all made for. The fact there is everybody will not be on one side. There should be clean and counter clean to balance the show so that we too who are playing a listening role or participating in calling, making our points. That's why they do color analysis. Some will agree, some will disagree, then they balance it for us to understand the way how the entire country activity is being perceived or is put. I want to do my the person exactly. I follow other radio programs, including Spoon and things. There must be somebody there who will sometimes choose to be on the opposite side to counter the saying of the other person. So it will be like, let's do it like this here so we can balance the equation so that people will know that this is how things go. Now, all of us will say, yes, 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 yes. And so, I mean, Mr. Gonda,
Okay.
Come
back, Alex.
So that you and myself will really understand what is unfolding, but that does not necessarily mean that they're saying the truth and they want to bypass it. Now to close up to my brother-in-law, Mr. Lobo, saying from Borofop, I know if from Boropo or from Boro Nyapuken or Bafowen, I will tell you that my sister are from Popo. So you and myself need to meet as brother-in-law. Whether you married to my sister or I'm married to your sister, you get to know our said.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay.
What we call Dodi?
No, you can't be Dodi. Those are special people.
What we call Dodi in Crown?
Oh, that like like from the same mom, Dodi, mother. Yeah, Zana explain that thing correct, man. What Dodi mean against that?
Okay, thank you. Hello to everyone. Actually, when you just speak background to say Dodi, it means someone was from the same mother. But
Right.
traditionally, Dodi means we are cousins, we are related.
Uh-huh.
So let's say, for instance, the grubber man can be related to the crew man. So the crew man will be Dodi to crew man. So or tribal Dodi, it means we from the same place. So when the war started, Mr. Wright get children. So Mr. Wright, one of his sons moved to Sierra Leone. And the other one staying in Labrador. That's the one in Sierra Leone and the one in Labrador, they became Dodi. That's how the tradition mean. It means we are related. We're from the same place. We are cousins.
Thank you.
Let me give you my own.
Let me give
you my own.
No. I gotta go. Mr. Netflix, traveling the whole night to come on the show.
No. Let me tell you, I told you I'm buying gasoline.
You are buying gasoline.
And I bet to have withdrawn from the show.
You couldn't hear us, and you went back and came and went back again.
It's important. It's important.
The issue come on the floor. You want to be the township or the
No. I just want to clarify where it comes from and what it means.
Okay, but we gotta go to the calls now. We gotta go to the calls.
I come in. In Basa, in Grewo, in Kran, in Sapo, those mother. But when you are related or you are connected, and you want to say, "Oh, Mr. Nubo is Madodi."
You go. You're gone.
No,
So-
hold on.
so-
Maybe not me. Maybe not me.
okay.
I took you upstage. No bad. I'm very sorry,
Okay.
Mr. Nippet. I took
It
you
means
upstage.
that we are allowed for the same quarter because Do means a man, D means a woman, and we are related. So they call it short. Doedi, Dodi.
Yeah.
So the Sasa man from whence he came can call the Grow man Nadodi Nio. The Grow man can call the Sapo man Nadodi. The Crown man can call the Sapo man Dodi, and so on. And then in marital affairs, if a Sapo man or a Crown man or a Shasta man or Bull man is married to a Basa can say that brother-in-law, oh, I'm a Dodi, you see. So that's why it just means relationship.
All right.
Actually, if we will go around or skip Mr. Nippet because he has taken my time.
No, I'm always giving you my time, right? Don't forget now, I am I, and you are NU.
But now,
Let's do this. Let's do this, gentlemen. Let's do this. Let's do this. So this is where we come back and we do the color analysis. Mr. Nuba, I gotta come to you because today we got a brother from Barabo, Plebo Solican District.
Plebo.
Plebo.
We got
I don't know where he came from Barabo, but he said Plebo.
Yeah, he said Plebo.
But 1 second, Mr. Zaza.
Yep.
Can you run the stage while I'll be back, sir? Please.
Oh, okay, no problem.
Okay. That's Moses Nyanfo. He said he is impressed with the show and Liberia is rotting rich. And we don't have any ideas of how
I'm muting myself.
How we can use the riches. Then when the Katu came in, he said the Liberia continued to spiral down because our representatives are not playing their roles. When the Katu talk about yellow machines. So the yellow machines, while growing up, there was a guy in my village they called Dai. Every year, Dai was going to Monrovia. So the girls in the house or in the village came with a son. Say, Dai made through, and Dai going to Monrovia, he cannot reach. And I work with a cartoon touch on. Yellow machines, the second consignment was to come through the Ivory Coast. And everybody's still waiting for the yellow machines. And Mr. I think Gonga said that we the panelists, we should do better. We are not doing our job. Some of us depend or defending the power that be. And we gotta do better. And then get a Katu came back and said everybody will not be on the same side. I mean, you don't want for all the panelists here to be for, say, let's say for Joe Boakai, or for Weir Party, or for Commerce, or for how do you call him? Ability. I mean, this is a quilt. We take parts from here, take parts from that. I mean, we can fight here, not physical fight now, verbal fight. because we are building a quilt. So no, this is what I heard from the callers, and I feel that all of them made their points, and I agree with some of the things they said. And the last person, Katu, I agree with him. And that's how I brought a Dodi thing in. He said, maybe we are related. And that's how I came up with a Dodi. We are related. We are Southeasterners. The Gbagbo people they have in Grand Gate, the Grego people. The Grego people. I know that. And people from Maryland used to go to Jira Mountain, the mountain which names the spawn now they call Putu. The county was named after the mountain. Then we want to be proper. We say Putu Mountain. So these are some of the things we need to discuss. I don't know what Ike has on his agenda, but I appreciate all the callers. All of them have made my day. I thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Numbo. Mr. Nepe, if you are available to speak, can you unmute yourself and speak on what you heard, please?
Well, I think I was buying my gasoline and dealing with the Caucasian lady who, even though I had to fall back, said that I was acting improper with my earphone. But they always, because they feel they are Caucasians, they always like to debase us. I didn't pick out that because 1 cent will never made none, no matter how you try in your pocket. I thank Mr. Nubo for electing me. And I like Mr. Willie Kato. I think he's the former captain, Willie Kato. And he speaks his mind, which I applaud. And all of the callers, we are discussing. Discussions must be criticized. Sometimes the listener will not understand what you are saying. And they might be saying you are talking for a C party, a D party. Unfortunately, in my case, they don't talk about party. Because if Nigeria was a nation, people can take pieces of what I say, reconstruct what I say in their own thinking. I will always, as a critical thinker, always appreciate them. I will always appreciate them because when your shadow is shown in the light, people can find you. So when you say something wrong, people will say, this is what he said. And even when you say something right, people will still say, this is what he said. So I, and all of us on this platform, I don't think we are speaking on behalf of the party. And if Willie Kato and the other callers heard me, I even pointedly said the last time that I work with the current president as the first Liberian managing director. But he knows where I stand on issue. Be that as it may, or it is, I must be cautious. Because I'm a traditionalist. My people, ethical, customary practice are ingrained in me, in the depth of my soul. So the physical body has to have that. The tradition provides a platform of courtesy when you're speaking about, speaking to, speaking of an elderly person, more than to say president of it. And the reason is very simple. Need some culture of I cannot be that
Mr. Nip is having a very bad connection today.
Connection is very bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His connection is very, very bad today.
I'm sure maybe you might be driving.
Yeah. But let a connection go and take some Kogyobo while we continue to talk.
Yeah.
Mr. Noah, I don't know trouble do. Trust me, what kind of I'll never take Kogyobo.
Oh man.
What can happen now?
Are we still on the call call and respond?
Yeah.
Yes, I mean, I kind of repeated what they said because Mr. Nippy was not with us.
Yes.
And now also not here.
And and that's why he was responding to.
Oh.
So while we're waiting for him, if you and Mr. Zaza want to respond to the callers, I mean, that would be fine.
Yeah. So let me get my own analysis. First of all, Zala, you go come in, or I don't want to cut you off.
I really didn't. Maybe if I respond, maybe to what Mr. Noble said about it, not listen to the callers actually.
All right, then go ahead and let me come in there.
Yeah, so I think Mr. Noble, I heard you talking about how somebody said we are rich and we don't know how rich we are. I heard him say something like that.
As a country, right?
Yeah, how rich the country is, but don't know. You said the person called from somewhere Maryland area. The person said it.
Pretty well.
Yeah, okay. And then you also talk about the relationship with the Bow and the Grebo and how they changed the Gila Mountain name to, Putu Mountain and everything. Those are the things I heard him say. Mr. Number, these are things we've been talking. There are people IQ that we're making up story when we say Labrador is rich. I really don't blame them, Mr. Number. Go to Labrador and see how people living in Labrador. Then you say the country rich. They're like, you're making fun. And I really don't. Can you imagine if you give you $10 million, we'll make it out of news? $10 million. Something alone. It's not even free. Somebody give you $10 million loan. It's not 10 billion. $10 million loan, they will celebrate. So now, people say, they don't believe that Labrador is rich. I don't blame them. I was surprised when I saw the research on Gila Mountain that now they call Putu Mountain. But the explorer ran there. Now they said the iron ore alone. They did not include the gold, the diamond that will be found there, the other precious minerals. The iron ore alone in Chile Mountain worth a little over 12 billion. Now, what happens if you start talking about the coal? What if you start talking about the other rocks that pressure? And we still sit there and Grand looking like that, you know. And the places that are around, even the towns that are near the Chile Mountain, go see how it looks like. You know, everybody that living around there will have to go credit money to put that around those towns. Think about it. You know. So it's true we are, but it's just a story that we'll keep talking. On the issue of relationship, one thing we were having a show some time ago, and people were thinking about, you know, those did that only time did. People take on foreign culture to be their culture, and they consider their own culture as old Eastern days. You see, the reason the boy man, I know that he got a relationship with grown man, is that because he feel that the only thing he got to know about is to know about how they gonna say Martin Luther King, know about Roosevelt, know about Obama. You know, you want to know about where Bouaka, the current president, you want to know where Bouaka came from. It's not important to them. We want to know where Donald Trump came from, where Donald Trump where Park came from. We spend time on, you know, on the white man culture more than ourselves. What I heard Mr. Wright talking about the global and the ball relationship. But he, Mr. Raul, talking now, I say what I know what they call global, what they call ball. We don't know. You know, Mr. Wright and I beat man. Big American man, American need.
You see he better go beard or that big man beard though. No, I ain't want you.
Yeah, but because me, I deal with like
please don't put me in trouble.
Look at you started at me, you know what you say. You know, so yeah, so and these things are important for all to keep talking about it. Small. I think it will help to change certain things. And how you thinking about you agree with the Gato? I don't know what is it that you said that you agree with him, but with the Gato is really knowledgeable on a serious note. I observing most of the time.
Well, what I said is that when the Gato say we are not here to behave like a group think. We are here to brainstorm. So everybody will not agree with everything we put on the floor or every discussion. I mean, you know, you come out with a topic, I will differ from you, you know, Archie can differ from me, you know, and Veteran Smith can differ from you, you know, and Nippet can differ from any of us.
Right.
I mean, you know, his second call, you know, that was the essence of it.
Yeah, that's true. That we, you know, and I agree. That's a reality. We'll not all agree. Right. That's why even those who are twins, who are born the same day from the same mother, you know, they still don't behave the same. Very hard. God made us that way. You know, God alone knows how those things happen. So that is true. The diversity will always be there. We should accept it. So I support that. Thank you, Mr.
Well, you didn't tell Archie about
no, you know, I'm driving. So okay. I'm sorry.
Well, how you get talking?
No, don't. I mean, somebody on the floor don't ambush that person. And your connection is so bad.
Yeah, because I'm driving.
Okay, now you yell.
Yeah, I'm driving.
Okay, so
I noticed.
Let me go ahead.
I noticed I went off. Okay. Can I come back on?
Go.
Can I go ahead?
Yeah, go ahead.
I love Captain Billy Kato. I like his honesty. And all of the callers after him or before him. But here's my take. Here's what I think sincerely from my heart. We as panelists, we are not here to back a B, a C, a D, or an E party. And all my median appearance for the second, I made that, and I was very emphatic. Do I know His Excellency Joseph Mawaka? I know him very, very well. In fact, if he saw me, he would say, Grace. And I say, sometimes I call him big brother or so, when we on our time. That does not give me the right to speak to him anyhow. I mentioned about Samuel K. Doe and Thomas Wesson, Nicholas Podia. These were my friends. We lived in the barracks and we played just before the grandstand. But when, to his saintly memory, His Excellency Samuel K. Doe ascended to that noble office, it was incumbent upon me and all other persons to look upon him as the father of the nation. And why? Evidently so, we were not want for any of our parents, father, to go into the higher seat as paramount chief, clan chief, district commissioner, superintendent. And then we vilify them. We talk to them very arrogantly. And I made a specific example of Mr. Zaza. I said, yes, Mr. Zaza. If I were to, and excuse me, I beg your understanding, Mr. Zaza, because we are on the public forum. And I said to Mr. Zaza, you are stupid. You will take exception. Mr. Nipe, are you talking to me? And that would be a serious thing. Whether I was joking or I'm not joking, you will take affront of what I say. Now, I am a professional person. Maybe somebody, as I said, will say because you're a diplomat, but I'm a public administrator. All right? I'm a public administrator. And public administration tells us about morality and ethics. So I must be very refined when I'm speaking in a public setting, when I'm, whether in my house or anywhere, especially when we're on these sets. And then when I'm speaking about the president, I saw it, as I said, I saw it during Samuel K. Doe time. I saw it during Madam Salif time. I saw it, beg your indulgence, their excellencies. I saw it during their tenure. And I found all those things because none of us on this set, no, absolutely none of us, and we agree. We'll speak to our father or our mother any kind of way we want to. Are they infallible beings? No, absolutely. So we have the president. They are now infallible beings. They are fallible. Are we also infallible beings? Absolutely no. So the fact that we are all not fallible, it is incumbent upon us and those in the radio land to be very decent when they're talking about the president, as they did with Excellency George Manning, as they did with Mrs. Selly. They're doing the same thing. Courtesy demands that you can speak as you wish to speak. But hey, ethics tells you, moral principle tells you that you have to be decent. Your utterance or utterances have to be polite. But it does not prevent you from making your case. It does not absolutely prevent you from making your case. You can make your case and be very succinct. Your Excellency, what you are doing, we hope you could do it a little better. We see there are a lot of hiccups in the administration, and we hope they could be corrected. You telling the man that he's wrong. You are saying to the president that there are errors. But the way you polish the language is that you have an old pair of shoes and you put new polish on it. Anybody see that shoe there, you will know that the shoe, you will not know that the shoes are old shoes. Mr. Debeki here, the kind of shoe you wear now, he said, I know I got a big hole on that shoes. So I like to admonish all of us, including those in the video land, to understand that we are not on this set to vilify anybody. We are neither here to vilify, nor are we here to be supportive.
Thank you.
But we will condescend when it is necessary, and we will applaud if it is so. Back to our stuff like that.
All right. Thank you very much. Can
Okay, moderator now.
Archie, can we move on to another topic like the money printing and what have you?
Yes, Zaza, let me go ahead. Let me pull that article from Diddle's ever had a very good article on. Let me pull that.
Okay. So okay, I'm not muted. So like Mr. Number is suggesting, we are seeing on the news that I started 48 million that is being requested by the executive to be passed by the special session of the legislature. We're also seeing the extra 79 billion. It's a billion, right? Billion Liberian dollar?
79 billion.
Okay, so $9 billion Liberian dollars is being requested. I don't know whether it is the article. We'll see what it says. For me, I did not read it. I saw it, but I did not read it.
Yeah, I'm putting it out right now. Almost there.
I don't know whether it's requesting that we change the existing notes that we have and introduce a new one, or if we're trying to be the same note and then just add it up. I don't know. But we'll ask Mr. Numbo then who I didn't know that the environmentalist, but Mr. Wright would they money work, we explain to all what the implication would be like. And that's why Mr. Numbo is suggesting what the essence of we printing it now. Is it important? Is it needed?
Yeah, Mr. Nipe, please mute yourself.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But when are you are superimposing yourself as a moderator?
No. I'm the timekeeper. And then when there's interference with the person who has the floor, no, I have to tell that person who is emitting the interference. You have heard me over and over telling Alex to mute himself. I know this is not your first time. So let's move on to the Benno printing.
Okay, that's how I got the article on the screen. So let me know if you want to go.
$9 billion new notes.
Okay, so Mr. Before we go ahead, Mr. Wright will go ahead, but I just want to ask a question. Is this printing part of the request?
Oh no! You're going to moderate her and go ahead.
Oh, okay. So
you can talk about the request and talk about the printing here.
Yeah, let me see if I can get a request. When the president requested the 10-day session, special sitting, the request that was made was this on the 9 billion printing included in the request. I don't think I saw it. If anybody see it, can you please help us?
You want me to read the article? So maybe it'll be in it.
Yeah, maybe we can. Yeah, go ahead. That would be that would be good for us. Thank you.
We're gonna do it quick. Quick. So let me go to where I think I've seen this. Governor Samora told the Senate Joint Committee on Banking and Currency, Waste, Means and Finance, Budget, Public Amount, and Public Account audit that of the said amount, 14.7 billion will be printed 2026. Okay, that is not the part.
I think we just start from up the.
So you want to know the original amount? Is that what you see?
You just go back up a little bit. Go back. Like I know she was it down. Oh, okay, that's it there. So what is it? The Central Bank of Liberia. Can we start from there? See? Maybe you
sure. You want to read or you want to read?
No, when you do, please.
I think it's saying 79 billion.
So the Central Bank of Liberia, headed by its executive governor, Henry Samoa, yesterday informed the Liberian Senate that it intends to print additional, let make that clear, additional 79 billion Liberian dollar in new banknotes from 2026 to 2030, and is proposing a $2,000 denomination as part of the exercise. Governor Samora told the Senate Joint Committee on Banking and Currency, Waste, Means, Finance, and Budget, Public Accounts, and Audits that of the said amount, 14.7 billion will be printed in 2026, with the remaining 64.3 billion to be produced in the years that followed. The executive governor told senators the printing program is, quote, not just to add more money into the economy, end quote. The new notes will replace old and damaged banknotes, respond to growing cash demand, and support wider monetary objectives. See, when they put the kind of jargons they ain't gonna think, they confuse the ordinary person, you know. Cash demand, support wider monetary objective. They confuse the ordinary man right there.
Archie,
Mr.
I
Nubo.
beg to differ with you. This is why
Okay,
we're talking about.
Yeah, Mr. Numo, Mr. Numo, let
Yes.
you complete the article, then we can go into the
I
discussion.
thought he has already completed.
No, it's
Okay.
complete.
Go ahead.
The governor puts the damaged notes at 7% annually of the Liberian $48 billion previously printed, noting that the plan is also designed to strengthen the Liberian dollars and improve monetary policy operations. Governor Samora asserted that the proposed 79 billion is not the amount initially proposed. I think Zada, this is what you're talking about right here. The governor, let me start over there. Governor Samoa asserted that the proposed 79 billion Liberian dollars is not the amount initially proposed as the initial proposed. Okay, they're confusing here. Proposed as the initial proposed. All right, I think there's a mistake here. A proposal was far above 79 billion. Let's just say that. So they're saying the initial amount was far greater than the 79 billion. Okay.
Yeah.
He added that the amount proposed is an estimate from now to 2030, adding, if we move to the de-dollarization regime, there will be a need for additional banknotes beyond 79 billion. The bank's proposal includes a $2,000 note, which will become Liberia's highest denomination if approved. The current highest bill is 1,000 Liberian dollar. The governor is yet to disclose the amount required to print the 79 billion Liberian dollar towards the printing of the proposed banknotes. The proposed additional banknotes, printing, and new denomination require legislative approval before the CBL can proceed. The bank's latest major printing and replacement cycle was authorized in 2021. However, Zazatin also go to your point, so they are not give the approval yet. However, Monserrato County Senator Abraham Darius Dillon has raised serious concern over what he described as an unreasonably short time frame given to lawmakers to approve the printing of additional Liberian banknotes, cautioning that such a critical decision should not be rushed. Speaking before the public hearing, Senator Dillon questioned whether the legislature could make a sound and informed decision on monetary policy within the limited period provided. According to Senator Dillon, the legislature was granted 10 working days to consider the authorization request for printing additional currency and passage of the supplemental budget. However, he noted that by the time the hearing was held, only 2 working days remain. Quote, do you believe 2 days left are significant for me to make that decision? End quote. Dillon asked the CBL governor, expressing frustration that this was the first formal hearing to justify the request. Governor Samoa While acknowledging the concern, declined to directly answer the question in an open session, stating that matter carried, quote, executive implication, end quote, and will be better discussed beyond closed doors. The response did not sit well with the senator, who emphasized the importance of transparency in public hearings. Dillon urged that the timing raised question about the credibility of the process, especially given that lawmakers are expected to make decisions that will significantly impact the country's monetary system. During the hearing, the CBL confirmed that approximately $48.7 billion previously printed under the past administration had been accounted for through external audit. However, the bank also disclosed an estimated 7% mutilation rates of banknotes currently in circulation, meaning the actual usable currency is lower. The CBL is now requesting authorization to print an additional $79 billion, a move that Dillon noted would increase the total money supply beyond what is currently accounted for. If I authorize the printing of $79 billion, it will be in addition to what is left. That is serious decision, end quote, Dillon emphasized. The senator also questioned the lack of clarity regarding the cost of printing the new banknotes, noting that lawmakers were being asked to approve the measure without firm financial estimates or detailed procurement information. We're coming to an end already, guys. In response, the CBL indicated that while estimates exist, final costs depend on legislative approval to initiate procurement proceedings or processes. The bank further explained that the proposed new notes will not introduce new security features, but will instead improve durability, potentially extending their lifespan by 1 to 2 years. Beyond policy concerns, the hearing also touched on the everyday challenges faced by ordinary Liberians. Dillon raised the issue of mutilated banknote being rejected by commercial banks, prompting the CBL to clarify that 1, commercial banks must accept mutilated notes when customers deposit them into their accounts. 2, bank must not issue mutilated notes to customers. And 3, citizens have the right to report violation directly to the CBL. The central bank also highlighted its ongoing, quote, clean note campaign, end quote, aimed at educating the public on proper handling of currency and reporting mechanism. As the Senate reviews CBL's proposal to print additional banknotes, Senator Dillon reiterated that decisions of such magnitude require adequate time, transparency, and full legislative scrutiny. Quote, sometimes these questions are not just for us, but to educate the public, end quote. He said, quote, we must ensure the people understand and trust the decision we make, end quote. And that's the end of the reading.
Thank you so much, Mr. Wright. Thank you so much for all, we're not morning people, but just for the simplest form for those who are listening to us. You're talking about printing the kind of big amount, and you want to do it in the, you see, and then certain time we talk this in the program and say we opposition. We said this in during the COVID time. You just started your government, forget about taking people from power, it will take more time of your government. The same thing I said, now you can 10 days. The 10 days will take to discuss the important issue. You spend all that 10 days on Yeke. Now Yeke is gone. Our land staying the foreigner hand. Now Yeke is gone. We don't have decision on $9 billion. What have we benefited from the 10 days that we spend all the money for? Mr. Nubo, I give floor to you to expand. What have we benefited? Even before we take all the money now, the 10 days they get it. The important thing that they can important thing they not start talking about from day 1. The new level 2 day now they're fully discussing it.
Well, you cannot give me the floor and stop playing on the floor.
No, I'm giving you a question. I'm not explaining. I'm giving you a question.
But you give me the floor, no, and I will get it right
again. I understood now. I'm not on the floor. Sorry, go to your floor.
Let him right jump on the floor and you start playing or rolling on the floor. Okay.
I'm not to your floor again.
We have serious issues. We have issue at the Guinea border. We had this Iran or Iran, Israel, and USA issue. And mainly at the Guinea border, the government should have called the lawmakers back. But they didn't call them back. They called them back to print money. We heard that story every time. Even the amount that was authorized on a heading, they printed more than that. And we heard it unaware. When have you seen the Bank of Liberia burning mutilated notes? When last? Since Liberia was established. I mean, our market women are tired of bill in their lapa this and that. But how many times we burned them? Since 1847. We are not doing that. We keep the mutilated notes in circulation. And the bank is telling us that 7% of that will be taken out of circulation until I think 2030. So with that, next year have a press conference with police officer there, and they say, we are taking $7 billion or $2 billion of Liberian money out of circulation, and we're setting it on fire here. Because the money we're talking about, they're printing the money to divide the money among themselves. That's what I feel, though. And I was disappointed when I went to Liberia 2024. The type of currency I saw. I mean, the money not even caught a right angle. And you see, the $500 resemble the $100, and they want to go to $1,000. I mean, I feel that they need to be serious. They need to listen to people, even though Dylan is running campaign, but I still need to listen to people like Dylan. I mean, looking at our past experience, I think they have to listen to people like DeLong. Why is it that important? The government, the Joe Boakai government did not know before these people went on Easter break, that we have mutilated bills in the country. They knew that. And what were the replacement? Because they are not going to replace the mutilated bill. They want to satiate the Liberian economy with the new money. Right now, while in Liberia, say, you want Lone Star, $1 Lone Star, same, you pay $1. But now they say you want $1, same car, you pay $2. So that will bring hardship on our people. Maybe the exchange rate could go to 250. So these people need to think about those things before they press the button, the go button. That's me, I don't feel anybody enough. I rest my case. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Nugo. So the question that I will ask Mr. Ryan, maybe you are listening, but you're not on the stream.
Okay.
We'll call our lawmakers back for 10 days. We call them back. Those are all working in America. We're not supposed to work Friday. You work Friday. We call it overtime. And overtime is 10 plus. So if the lawmaker were getting $5,000 and you call them back, you got to put 5,000 plus 2,500. So that's 7,500 be giving them now. You got that overtime, that special time. You call the people to get them special money, and for 9 days.
Mr. Zaza, Zaza, you got it wrong.
Okay. Correct.
The printing of money was not emergency. What was emergency was the event at the border with Lofa. What was emergency was the Iran or USA and Israel war. You should have called the lawmakers back for that. And if you declare a state of emergency, you're gonna pay that any penny. But right now, Joe Boakar, I have to be calculating, what your name, Gapon, that'll be using an adding machine to see how much money you will pay to the lawmakers because they call them.
Yo, our time almost finished, Mr. What I'm saying, all the important thing you name it, they call them back to do it in 10 days. But in that 10 days, we use 9 days to tell you can't go, you cannot go, you can't go. Now you got another 2 days. They say, can't give you authorization for all the print money. You don't even tell what happened to the Bola here. You are not talking about how this Iran war is going to affect the prices. So my question to Mr. Wright, what is the essence of them introducing the $79 billion printing in the last 2 days of this 10-day session?
Yeah, Mr. Wright.
Unmute yourself.
Mr. Wright point, Jackie Jordan say he's going on the moon now because he's sweating.
So, I said from the beginning, when the certificate came out, that it was a wrong move. It was a wrong move, Mr. Zaza, is because you don't produce nothing. I always say Liberia economy, you don't produce nothing. Your economy is an extractive economy. So you got to be careful before you go into increasing the money volume, or the velocity of the money in your economy. Because the side effect of that, the risk of doing that, is very terrible for the economy. And to recover from there, from an economy where you don't produce and you get no production base, is terrible. Because it's a cascading, either stagnation or inflation that continues onward and onward. And you struggle if you don't get the support from outside to be able to curtail that, to stop that from happening. The narratives start to change. Now they're wrapping it up into monetary jargon. They were very clear in the first note they put out from the executive mansion. They needed the money because they needed to carry some economic activity. And when people like me started raising the question, okay, but why you need money? You give us $2.1 billion budget, and you said the LRA was on course, raising money. So you should not be having money problem. As a matter of fact, you should have a lot of money on hand. Now, the topic now is focused on mutilated notes, and economic stability and all that jargon they can't explain because no one explained that. Everyone say, "Ooh, hold on, what is that?" But what is 7% of the mutual aid amount? We don't understand. What does that mean? You said, it's 7% of the amount of the money on the market. Okay, but what is the volume of money on the market now? Tell the people.
And a lot of people can buy in a month. Why that's so important now? The people can buy in a month. You call it back
exactly
to for 10 days for them to print. Why?
Yes, and let Mr. Nubo say all you want to say about DeLong. We understand you're going to be, face a very tough, re-election bid in Maserati. But the guy is on the money. This is not about, them debating monetary policy. It's about the Liberian people understanding what they are doing. Because it's them that are going to get affected. You're going to take $70 billion and put it into the economy over, let's say, over a 3-year period. You say from now to 2030. That's $70 billion you're going to put in the economy. You are not even telling how much you have circulating right now. We don't even know how much you have circulating right now. But you're going to add additional $70 billion there. And you're going to begin that by $43.7 billion right now. How are you going to put in the market?
Mr. Right.
So what are we doing?
From 2021, we printed
From
2021, we printed $48.7 billion. From 2021, that was just less than 4 years ago. What happened to that 4 years ago? $1 billion.
Well, now, is there a 3-man show?
And some of that money came in after the real government. The last 5.
Okay, let get Mr. Nippy a chance.
Doing. I'm here, pinch hitting for Mr. Nippy because he's not giving you the right answer.
Yeah, so we're hearing you now.
Let me hand it back to you.
Mr. Nippy, I'm PHing for you.
Let him talk about
Is that 3-man ping pong?
What happened to the Nippy so that before your phone goes back, we hear something from you.
All right. Well, I think the first thing is just as climbing up is, so is the economy. So it is with printing money. You have to start from the first level, then you go up to the 10th or 2005 level. What am I saying? You see, when you don't have economists doing the job, and you have accountants, then you have trouble. We all went to school. People cannot be fooling us around here with BB words. The very first thing in Liberia is you start from $5. You don't have 1 cent, you don't have 2 cents, you don't have 5 cents, you don't have 10 cents. Those are monetary denominations that we're talking in school. Because we say 100 cents equal to $1, 10 cents, 10 of them equal to $1, 5 cents. 20 of them would be $1.25, 4 of them would be $1.50, 2 of them would be $1. That's the first basic. We don't have that in the economy. So it's something like you are on the ship is not anchored properly. And this is why the economy keeps shifting. Now, we're talking about 70 million to be printed. Why 70 million? What is the urgency? Why has it become necessary for 70 billion to be printed? And it brings me back into my memory that we had an issue with Mr. Tiwia, who calls himself Web. Tiwia said he was doing mopping exercise, and then 25 million went into oblivion. Nobody knows where the 25 billion can account for the 25 billion. Then another thing came with 16 billion. Nobody can account for that. Now we come here, we want $76 billion, which is up approximately about 17 billion per year. To get to 2030, 17 point something billion a year to get to 2020. Here is the problem. You have fewer goods in the market, and you have plenty of money, then you have what? Inflation coming about. You have, it's like plenty of people chasing after one man. Some of them will cause accidents. Because there are too many chasing one human being. I mean, it's a simple sense. Simple sense. You cannot take $79 billion and put it into an economy that does not produce anything. We have our trees. We're not making tables. We're not making beds. We're not making benches. All we do, we take the trees and send them abroad. We have our rubber there. Mr. Firestone. Albert Firestone. For 100-something years. We have not seen the wisdom in adding value to those things there. We have our pepper. We have not seen the wisdom to adding value. We have Cocoa Corporation, Liberia FBMC, Liberia in Georgia. We're not even thinking like the Ivorian, like the Ghanaian, to say, look, we can take a starting point of the produce and we'll convert them into finished product. And we're selling them in the market to these Liberian store, Fula store, Lebanese store. Additional money coming in. So, if they were going to buy into our discussion, if they would listen to what we want to say or we have saying, then they will inform us what represents the 7%. How much money? What is the size of the money that is so mutilated that represents 7% per every year up to 2030 you will be phasing out. So I think it's something that is going to make the country poorer. It's going to make the country poorer because you have surplus money in the place, then the value of things will go up. So when Mr. Namwe is going to get money from, or Kwaluba will get money from, or Nyakwa will get money from to go and buy something. So I don't think the people sat down properly to think about the good side and the bad side and all of those things. They just said they want 70 million. And it's the money that will be wasted is 7% of that money. So for me, I'm troubled. I am troubled. $79 billion. $79 billion. Then they talk about the money will be mutilated in every 2 years. So what they're saying to us is that every 2 years, the 17 billion that will be mutilated, we have to reprint. Because if you say every 2 years the money will be mutilated, then I mean every 2 years you have to reprint. So where is the equilibrium? Where is the solvency? So we have to stay more hardship for our people. You see? So they come out with these big words. The big words here and to trump us into submission. You see? So I can't say anything more than what I have said. I can't say anything because I don't see why. And then our people not getting their salary. Are they telling us when they make that decision, The legislators make that decision. Will salary be increased? The police officers, will their salary be increased? Will the army personnel salary be increased? Will the civil servant, will their salary be increased? Because we have war in Iran and everything gasoline is up. Commensurate with the price of gasoline, I think the civil servants should have paid. Because what is happening here is affecting them economically. If you're coming from Queensway, you're not going to pay $50 again or $100 again. The cost of traveling from there to go to work, go and come will be astronomical. So it puts the people at the point of deficit. Everybody who now will be there, they cannot. Because you pay the man $100 and the man spend $300 for transportation. So what is it? It's $200 deficit. So I like to start right there because I don't want to talk too much.
Mr. Nipe, talk too much for 5 minutes. So when you're talking too much, that 15 minutes.
Oh, but when you want to pay your
I'm here.
Yeah, Mr. Nipe.
Wait. Mr. Johnson, what did you say? Please repeat it.
Mr. Nubo said.
Mr. Johnson, please repeat what you are.
Mr. Nipe said he doesn't want to talk too much, but you're going for almost 7 minutes. And say you don't want to talk too much. So if you're talking too much at 25 minutes.
No, Mr. Nepe. My brother Nepe, Mr. Zaza has the flow.
Yeah,
No, Mr. Nepe. Mr. Nepe, when you got here, that the first person you asked about, Mr. Zaza.
I'm here.
I like you being on the show.
Okay, Mr. Zaza has the floor.
Yeah, so Mr. Nipe is done. Mr. Nubo, we already passed 12 in Liberia. I just want us to conclude so that the producer will go home. So you can give all your parting word in 2 minutes. Let Mr. Wright talk first. Mr. Wright hasn't spoken. So let Mr. Wright talk. Then we'll just close. Mr. Wright, we already passed 12. So just when you finish, we'll just close. Don't forget to unmute yourself. Don't forget to unmute yourself.
Okay, I always forget. My thing is, look, from a position of a financial person, I have said that we got ready to close the Yeah, we already got to close up, gentlemen. Alex telling me he got to run.
Yeah, okay.
So,
yeah, no problem.
Yeah, let me get my closing out and I can hand it back to you. From my perspective, an economy that has no production base and who is suffering from high unemployment and whose economy is unstable because of these conditions should not be in the habit of printing money. You are exacerbating the problem. No financial. I'm sorry.
I said the frequency every 2 years how to print money. Is that too much?
Right. You know, it's not healthy for the economy. You are not helping the economy. You are weakening all your fundamentals. You are weakening the base of the economy because when inflation, which is going to come out of this, when inflation comes about, it is the ordinary person that's going to suffer. It is the ordinary people that suffer because they will be priced out of so many things. The bitter, the pepper in the market will be priced out of it. The rent will be priced out of it because they will not be able to afford the prices that will be on the market for these things. That's the effect of having these things. And so I want to end on that note. Mrs. Zaza, thank you for holding it down. I'll close right here. That is my closing. So, yeah.
Thank you so much, Mr. Wright, and thanks to everyone else who love to see you back here tomorrow, please. It's already 30 minutes after our time, and our producer have to go. So thank you, Mr. Thank you, Mr. Wright. Thank you to our producer. Thanks to our callers and our listeners as well. See you tomorrow.
Zaza, hold on. Alex trying to say something. I don't know.
How are you getting me?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
So, yeah, tomorrow will be here, like I said. So, no need to cut the live short because other people are still following you. So, like, I will show Craig how to end it live. Just give you a party comment, and then by 1 o'clock, you can end it live and put the video off. So, I don't know how
let me write that decision.
What do you say, Alex? What do you say, Alex? I'm not hearing you.
I'm saying.
So you know what you want us to? You okay? You be in the studio? You okay? You be in the studio?
No. So what I'm trying to say, I'm about to leave, but some people are still watching and then listening to the topic. You guys can go ahead. And then 1 o'clock, after the party comment, just end it live.
Everybody mute themselves. Everybody mute themselves.
Hold on, Mr. Nubo. We will end the show and then it'll start tomorrow. If you're leaving us, okay. We don't want to inconvenience anybody. We don't want to inconvenience anybody. I think we had enough for the day. Yeah. Let's be back here tomorrow.
Okay.
Right. All right. Mr. Zaza, back to you. The close of it.
So thanks to everyone for listening. Like I said, the show is over. Mr. Wu, thanks to everyone for listening. Like I said, the show is over. Mr. Wu, you can just for the night. Thank you. We'll see you tomorrow. You can just take off. We're good for the night. Thank you. We'll see you tomorrow.